going on in the basement? I want to say doing some thinking, but not really. Thinking upstairs, but came down here. I was like, I want to make a video tonight. I know I say a lot of shit on my videos, and actions speak louder than words, but this may sound like an excuse, but part of why I don't do more, because I know I can do way more with this channel, but I don't feel like my personal life is ready to go on that level. It's a lot of contradictions within myself. It's a lot of ethics and morals, and it's a lot. It's a mess. It's a mess in there, you know. So I'm trying to get it nice. All right, that's better. You can see my head at least. But I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing there anymore. I mean, I keep making the same video over and over, right? You know, I go on YouTube for the music. Sometimes little tech videos. What's the newest thing in Tokyo? A few people who blog about certain things, certain topics. You know, religion or what's going on. But I want to do more with YouTube. But I take a look at what's going on, and it, I'm not depressed. I'm not deflated, defeated. None of that about what's going on. To be honest, nothing. I'm focused on what I want to do. I'm trying to prioritize, eat healthy. I'm changing, and I want to somehow show you that change, but I don't know. Oh yeah, on top of that, I don't have a camera anymore. I used to have like a camera that I can record from. I don't even have that anymore. When I think about it, when I had the camera, oh actually I do have a camera, but it's the battery. I'm being lazy. It's the battery. I'll just take it out and start recording, and now it's like I don't get the chance or the privacy at least to make a video anymore. So I guess that's probably had an impact on my YouTube usage when it comes to video making. Um, Something weird just happened to me. It may just happen again if I upload this video, including what I'm about to say right now. But I was watching a little clip by Ted Nugent. Not by, it was a PBS clip. Texas, Austin PBS. I don't know if you call it PBS over there. And there was Ted Nugent speaking on gun control, or what he thinks about people having the right to defend themselves in certain situations if they have a gun, or if they possess a gun or a firearm. Uh, I liked it. The first time I clicked on it, the first 20 seconds, 25 seconds, it just stopped. And it said Shockwave isn't responding. I was like, really? This is really? And it wasn't even like any other video, or any other tab. It was just that tab. And I mean, I know it's like, oh, conspiracy. And it's like, no, not really conspiracy, but we can't rely on the internet forever. If we're going to use it, we have to use it wisely, like a tool. Like a tool that can only last. We have to use the internet. I feel and think that as a person, coming from me, just my opinion, I personally think and feel that we have to use the internet as a 1995 as seen on TV infomercial tool. If you get what I'm saying, like those infomercials where they're selling you or pitching you a product that is awesome, and it does this, it does that. Everybody that uses it smiling in the damn commercial. And if you call this number toll free in the next 30 seconds, you get 2 for the price of 1, and all that shit. And you talk about how 30-day guarantee, 30-day purchase guaranteed if you warranty. But if you buy the tool and you use it for 30 days, after you, right, like as soon as you receive it at your doorstep and you use it for 30 days straight, it won't break. But I guarantee you on that 31st, 32nd, 33rd, just a week after at least, or the most, that tool will break apart. And that's how I feel like with the internet is. It's like I was talking about this with a guy where I live See, I want to say where it is, but you know, privacy issues and shit. So, but I asked him if he thought the internet was a trap, because I think it's a trap in a way. It's sort of a trap. And I don't know if he gave me a clear cut answer, but he was just saying something. But that's irrelevant, right? Why'd I even bring it up if I don't got a whole story to it? Sorry, but just to keep driving this point home, is I make videos about this here and now about it. The internet, it's a tool, and I feel as if probably I'm just not using it correctly. I don't know about you guys, but probably me. I'm just not. I gotta speak for myself. I'm not using it correctly. You got this feature, not feature, but YouTube, obviously the format has changed. I don't know if it's either you are a old user or like a current user who makes videos or whatever, but like when I log on my alternate channel, G King Double G 28, the layout is old school. And when I log on to Prince G 28, it's really just up to date. And it's funny thing is, like, when it's with the up-to-date layout, when you watch a video, on the left side you should see something that says your subscriptions or your guide or whatever, and a little window box pops up and says this is your new guide to your subscriptions and blah 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 blah, and there's a blue button that says got it. And when I first saw that, when I first seen got it, I was like, wait a second, they just say got it? Like, I feel as if that I'm witnessing something that I witnessed before when I was younger and didn't know anything about it now. Like take the shooting incidents that's happened in the last week, Sandy Hook, all the rest of them, right? Take that for example. When I heard about that incident, I wasn't so shocked. I wasn't so appalled. I was actually pretty calm about it. Probably was my diet at the time. I don't know, but I was like, all right. I mean, I'm not saying like people died, hooray, but it's, it's how far do we go when it comes to what the media tells us? Do we really go that hard to find every bit of information that can possibly be found as a lie, or do we just accept it off the bat? Truthers and sheeple alike, everybody. Do we just accept it off the bat, or we just really go into it and say, how many dead bodies were there? Can we see the dead bodies? Can we we're just kind of we're just I don't know how to put I don't have the word for it right now, but for that, just the Sandy Hook and all the other shootings as an example, I'm fazed by it because I've been through something like this before when it comes to like mainstream media fear and political stroking, I guess, lack of a better word. I've been through this before. It's December. I think in the summer. It was either it was probably September. I doubt, but just early in the year, or yeah, early in the year, there was this thing about New York teachers uh molesting and fondling kids, special needs kids or just kids in general. And I don't know if you remember. You can probably look this up. In the New York City Department of Education Chancellor Walcott, something like that. He wears glasses. He's a light-skinned bald man. He wears glasses, and he was like, "Oh, this is blah blah blah." Like the whole month, I sat there, and every day was some new shit about how this new guy be found in this school in this part of Brooklyn and this part of Bronx and this part of Queens, and it was a guy every single fucking time. It was so obvious. If he mixed it up, I would be like, what? But it was guy back to back to back to back to back, because a woman would never do something like that. But that's a whole different story for Prince G 28 to make. So I'm just watching it, and I'm like, and everybody's just kind of unfazed by it, like, like, people just, they're crazy, crazy world, right? And then what happens is this shooting month, I guess shooting month, I call it shooting month, sorry, but what's going on? It's like I'm not, because things like this happen every single day. But when they play it back to back on TV and on the internet, people are just like receiving it at such a high potency or such a high level that they can't help but pay attention to it. And for
for me, I'm sitting there like, this is why the shoot. I'm unfazed by it because I'm like, okay, I can't cry. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm emotionless, but we all see it. You know, we all see it. Just like CISPA or SOPA back in January or last year December. Same exact shit. Oh, we all gotta focus on this important issue. We all gotta focus on this important issue. And then what happens is it just withers away. It just withers just like that, and people just stop talking about it. So that, along with how I feel about social media, also, it's like I'm just starting to become turned off to everything I see or I was used to. Like for lack of a better word, I'm changing. I would like to show my changes to you guys or people who are interested in people who want to change during these types of times right now, like during this time on this planet, because it's not like it's a tricky, sticky time. It's just the fact that everybody, I guess, is just waking up, lack of a better word, waking up or term. We're waking up, so we want something new, we want something different, and this we know is not different. It's the same shit every time. That's why I brought up the New York City Chancellor of Education about the guys molesting kids and the example of the Sandy Hook shooting and the other shootings that happened this month. That's why I brought up those two examples because it's the same thing. It's not the same exact incident, but it's still like a crime. It's a violent thing. It's fear based at the end of the day. And frankly, I'm tired of watching people say this and say that. I mean, I can pick through it all I want and get what I need to get or want to get, but why even waste that time doing it? That's where I'm at. People want to say Facebook sucks. I hate Facebook, but guess what? You're on a social media site right now, and I don't even want to say a social media site, but just to clarify right now, when you think about it, the internet itself is social. There's no such thing as social media. That makes no damn sense when I think about it. The internet itself is social. Skype, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, YouTube, Google, everything is about internet social to the point where it's the value of what we have I feel is sucked out because now it's being merged with people who just want to know, people who are just curious, people who are just like I don't know how to explain it right now. I really don't know how to explain what I feel about what's going on in my life and the world. If I had a camera, I think I would do a better job because I would definitely do a sunlight. I would be in the sun taking a video rather than being in the basement in a dark place where you can't see my face. But that's a whole nother thing, you know. I'm not even worried about what are we gonna do. I don't even ask that question anymore. Fuck that question. Fuck that question. Because I want to meet you guys, not you guys personally, like individually, like but just people. I want to meet people. Some people may know me where I live or wherever, and they say, "Oh, you're an introvert. You're a guy who doesn't like to talk to people and socialize." I mean, that's sometimes the case. Some days, but for the most part, I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind socializing. That's part of the human culture is to talk. There's nothing wrong with that. And mingle and touch. But in this society, I don't want to poke you over the fucking internet, Facebook. I don't want to retweet what the fuck you said, Twitter. I don't want to make a response video, YouTube. I want to touch you. I know some people are gonna be laughing at that one, but this is serious, man. I don't take life seriously, but I take the experience of being alive seriously. I want to make the best out of it. I don't want to fuck anybody over. I mean, the types of change that's went through me, it's crazy because the types of changes that I've gone through, it's self-visible. Like some people may see it, but they may not. But like I'm witnessing myself change every single day. And some people say, "Oh, people don't change. People don't change." That's actually wrong. That's actually false. People change every single day, bit by bit. You know, even on a molecular level, people are changing. You just don't see it. It takes time. And I've been learning. I've been just on my way back and from wherever I go, I just think of things. You know, I tell myself everything is right on time. I go with my instinct now. I'm like, Trav, go on that second car of the train. I'm like, no. Go to the third car. And I don't listen to the second one. I listen to this, the first one. Go in the second cart. Then I go in the second cart. Next thing you know, I find a quarter or a dollar. I mean, it just, life, you can work life the way you want to work life. If you want to make it bad for yourself, it will be horrible. It will be, like this to me. Sometimes I think of life as this is limbo. This life we live right now is limbo. It's just like Inception. You can literally create things, but I mean, obviously, I don't know about it with our minds and shit. I don't know about that, but it's just so much. Like I'm so much on the side of possibility than I was last year. Last year, my videos were just picking at people, judging them. I don't think about. I was giving my opinion, yeah, but it was like I was just a mouthy 19-year-old, and now I'm maturing. And actually, my birthday's on Friday. My birthday's Friday. Prince G, 28. Birthday's tomorrow. Oh, on the Roman or Greek calendar. I think it's the Ethiopian calendar that says it's actually 2006 right now, not 2012. And I don't know, my birthday is in an Ethiopian birth chart or whatever, but that's what I just heard. I'm really trying to make changes in my life because it's not like I'm going through a drug addiction or I have a kid on the way. I mean, it's the craziest, and I have really nothing to really worry about unless I got some type of illness, cancer, or something dormant in me that's gonna kill me in 6 years or some shit. But besides that, in the physical realm, I really have no problems, and I'm starting to appreciate that more when I hear other people who are younger than me talk about the problems they have, and I go, "What the fuck? Like, I really got nothing to worry about." So it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience, and I'm just thinking about making a personal channel, a YouTube channel that's just different than this because I started not my foot in the like on the wrong side of the road or whatever. I didn't start like that. I just got into something I didn't think of when I was at a young age, like 18, 16, 17. I wasn't thinking about what I'm thinking about now. But for by doing this for doing this like a year or 2 years, it's to me, it hasn't worn me out, but it hasn't gotten me. I feel like it hasn't gotten me to happy places. Not like I'm sad and depressed all the time, but it's the value. Like, you may not value a Poland Spring bottle, but I may value it because I think and go, you know what? I can use this as an hourglass somehow, and I make a crazy hourglass out of a Poland Spring bottle, and you're looking at me like, what the fuck? But because you didn't give value to it and I did, you think I'm some type of, whatever the case may be. So I'm learning at a rate that it's not astonishing, but it reminds me of when I was a kid. I was just playing toys or whatever. I mean, I would just every day be thinking about something and putting it into context and putting it into the real world. Friends would be on thinking this. Oh, it was just fun. It's fun to think and create and bring it into the real world and try it out. You know, it's just fun to do that. But to me, it would just be more fun for me right now and more enjoyable if I had. And I guess it's just like if that's the case, and Travis get a girlfriend, and I'm like, well, what I want to do with money right now. I mean, probably she'll have her own job and she won't have to pay. She won't like be a needy bitch. But I don't know. I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to take that risk. I just want to figure out what I want to do now. Do a little bit of it, some of it, half of it, all of it if I can. Because and and this goes back to when I made videos about what I thought about people who are young who have kids wherever they may be or live. My fuss with that was like a self-reflection thing. I looked at I would, how I would think and feel if I had a kid right now at this age, because I'm not scared to the extent of like never having a kid, but I look at what's going on right now and I'm like, whoa, bring a kid into this shit? Ha, 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 ha. No way. I was like, I'm not gonna be that cruel.
It's not to say anybody I know or don't know who has kids at a young age is cruel. It's just from my point of view, in my opinion, I look what's going on, and I'm like, I, no, because one, I know I'm gonna have to do whatever it takes to survive. But if shit hits the fan, or if that scenario has to come, I don't want to be that vulnerable. I probably will make me stronger, but I feel like it will make me vulnerable because I have to protect both my wife or my baby mom and my child. And with what? You see what's going on with the Second Amendment and gun control and all this shit, right? So am I wrong to think that? I don't think so. So it's just this whirlwind and typhoon. Wait, is it a typhoon? Is it a what's the water? It's like the tornado in the water. Down. Is it a downpour? Typhoon? Cyclone? What is that thing? I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about, like that tornado drain in the water that sucks you in. A whirlpool? Yeah, whirlpool. It's just a whirlpool of things happening in my head and in life, and I have more of a, I would say I have more of a grip on what it's going on than what I did last year and the year after that. Not technically to the point where I know what's happening in Syria and what's happening in China. I mean, I don't know every single thing that's going on, but I know if I focus on myself and I get better with myself and my spirit, and I spread that around, it can make a change rather than just knowing facts, 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 and then no one asks me about those facts. And even if people don't ask me about those facts, and I eavesdrop on their conversation and I come, hey, did you know, blah 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 blah, they don't care either. So it's about finding me, but I want to show you guys the action because I know a lot of you probably think that I'm all walk and no, not all, I'm all talk and no walk, but that's not the case. And like I said, I have no camera to really work with, so I can't dig in the way I want to dig in because that's about to say social media one more time, but I'm into sharing things and talking to people, but I don't know, I don't know. Just like my other video, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You gotta not tell this person a certain thing. You gotta watch their activity. It's all this shit. Like I can't. There's days where I just can't take myself. How can I put this sentence? Like I don't like the fact that sometimes I entertain what's going on instead of just stepping outside of it. But I know the reason why I can't step outside of it is because I don't have the money, I don't have the environment, I don't know people. I mean, there's probably plenty of reasons why I can't do what I can't do. I don't know. I don't know. But probably the time will come. I tell myself this every day. Everything is right on time. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, it's right on time with everything. Everything. Because if it wasn't right on time, I wouldn't be born. Say my dad fucked my mom the day after he originally fucked her. That means I would have never been born, probably. So the way I see it, everything is right on time. But what I'm trying to get to is that I don't even know what I'm trying to get to be honest. I know this is classic Prince G right here, but classic Prince G 28 ramble. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what people want to hear. I don't. That's why I said I want to make a new channel because the people I guess, had sub to me, they expected more rants and more opinionated videos about what's going on or what I think, and since I stopped doing that, the numbers kind of fell, and a lot of feedback has just kind of dwindled. So to me, it's like people aren't focused, or at least they don't show they don't show me or anybody else, I think, the effort that I don't know. See, it's like I want to talk, but I don't want to sound like I'm judging people, or I don't know what I'm saying, or I don't know how to articulate it at the moment. But if I post this will be a miracle, seriously, because I have things to say, but at the same time I don't have anything to say. It's Shit. Hmm.